Whoa. All right, guys, we're catfishing on a cold, supposed to be windy day. Wind's supposed to pick up drastically as the day progresses. Thanksgiving weekend. Water temperatures remained pretty much the same though, but air temperature wise, it's gone down drastically. So I'm thinking that these fish would move down a little bit. We're using 6/0 hooks and small pieces of gizzard shad. Perfect little James River gizzard shad right there. Still alive, nice and fresh. Let's get the rest of these rods casted out. Using Carolina rigs and simple 3-way rigs, no floats, no rattles, no nothing. Got a whole tree floating down the river. There's a lot of debris in the river. It rained real good yesterday morning. I'm not particularly enjoying this spot. I think we're gonna see if we can get out of some of this debris. I think I'm seeing some random fish on the submerged timber behind me. Let's see if it's telling the truth. Look, I'm already getting a bite on the that outside rod. Oh shoot. There we go. What do we have? You know, I wouldn't mind getting a couple of eater-sized fish. My parents have been asking for, or they asked one time. It's not like they've been asking forever, but they asked for a couple of eaters. Wouldn't mind keeping a few for them. Feels like we might, I don't know. It's gonna be right on that edge. He wants to come over here. That's fine, you can come over here if you really want to. Oh yeah. Good eater. About 5 or 6 pounds. That one is going in the cooler. Part of our mission has been accomplished. There's either a little fish pecking at it or a real little fish that's on. I believe there's a little fish that's on this. Oh yeah. Another good eater for mom and dad. So long as we can get them in the boat. Woo! Feeding mom and dad. Perfect. I think there's a fish on here. Woo, doggy. Hoping to stumble across a random big one that's in the submerged timber, because there's a lot of fish in here. I've been getting a lot of bites. A lot of them are just small. Wind is starting to pick up like we thought it would. All right, how well are you hooked? Well enough, I reckon. That's another one that's gonna go into the cooler. Actually, he wasn't cooked at all. Ooh, got lucky on them. bite slowed down right here. All right, we're gonna look for another spot. The wind is picking up. It's blowing with the current, which is a good thing, but it's a cold wind. Whew. Found kind of a hole in the river that I marked. It looks like a couple fish down there. A couple of them looked decent, but we'll just have to find out. I don't know if I said it, but I've never fished this spot, so I'm kind of curious. All right, all we ended up catching at this spot was a snag. Let's keep looking. Next spot is a deep hole. Probably one of the deepest holes that we're gonna fish today, if not the deepest. Seems like the fish are very scattered. It's very hard to tell if you're marking a fish or not. I think they're real close to the bottom, which means we might stop with the three-way rigs and stick to just Carolina rigs. Oh, shoot. Yeah, we're recording. I was down there tying on a new rig. That one that broke off. Don't you come off. Feels like it might be the biggest one of the day. Yeah. Oh no! Oh shoot! Feels like it might be a slightly better one. No, you're kidding. Okay, this spot right here is cursed. Both those big takedowns that we got that didn't hook up, the point of the hook was bent. I'm gonna go back towards, you know, upriver. Good God almighty. Told you it was windy. I have a hole in my fuel line, so it's losing prime. I've got a bucket on a rope because the wind is blowing this way, the current's going that way, and you know, but we're gonna make the best of it. If you mark fish, you got to find a way to fish them if you want to catch fish. Oh! What is going on here? Whoa, that surprised me. We've been getting nibbles. And we got us a little eater again. That's cool. I was hoping for at least one more eater. There you go. Maybe it's just not a big fish day. Are you still on there? I got tired of this thing pecking on it forever. I take it back. That's a perfect eater. We're gonna put him in the cooler too. You can't complain about bringing home food. That's for darn sure. I like catching a big fish just as much as anybody else, but we got a cooler full of really good eating size fish, and that is nothing to be mad about. All right, we've got one gizzard shad left. We're gonna find one more spot, and whatever happens, happens. Whoa. What do y'all think? That was a pretty good takedown. That was a pretty good takedown. I had a good feeling about coming back to this spot. The thing with the tidal river is if you got a hump and a hole behind it on either side of it that you're trying to fish, you just got to set up appropriately depending on what the tide is. Basically, you fish a incoming tide the same way that you would fish an outgoing tide, just the opposite, depending on what structure you see. Yeah, that thing about come out of the water. Woo, don't pull this rod out of my hand. That would make for a good blooper, but I wouldn't be too happy about it. Wouldn't be too happy about it. Yeah, it's not a huge fish, but it's a good way to get the net wet. I tell you what, I love my monster rod holder's net. It does a good job. Yeah, that's not a bad fish. Whew, cool. I let that fish go and talk to a camera that wasn't rolling. She was probably 20 pounds. That kind of sucks though. Way to go, Austin. At least you saw me catch that fish. But I'm pretty sure the camera was not on when I held it up to y'all. Dark, wide-headed, about 20-pound male. You'd think I'd never made a YouTube video before. It is what it is. We're out here, we're putting in the work, and we're bringing home dinner, so can't complain. Like, subscribe, comment, do all those fun things. I do appreciate it. I hope y'all have a good day. Hope you catch something, and we'll see you on the next one.